Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Atira binti Amrahya. My matric number is H2182382. I want to present about the hierarchy of subordinate court. Under the Federation of Malaya Agreement 1948, the subordinate court were established under the Subordinate Court Act 1948, effective from 1st June 1981. The adoption and application of the subordinate court were extended further to Sabah and Sarawak. The term of first class magistrate court and the district court are changed to the season court, while the second class magistrate court, third class magistrate, police court and the big court and the small court have renamed as the magistrate court. In terms of the title, the magistrate court and first class magistrate were changed to the season court president, who was later known as season court judge. The court in Malaysia are divided into the subordinate court and superior court. The subordinate court consists of the season court and magistrate court, not depicted in the chart above the court for children, which has the same jurisdiction with the magistrate court.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Tuan Nuraida binti Tuan Muhammad and my matric number is H2182721. Today I will present about Penghulu Court. First of all, in West Malaysia only Penghulu Court. The Penghulu Court is the lowest level of subordinate court in Peninsular Malaysia. Thirdly, it is presided over by a Penghulu Court or headman appointed by the state government for a mukim. The Penghulu Court is empowerment to hear and determine original proceedings of civil nature in which the plaintiff seeks to recover a debt or liquidated demand in money not exceeding 50 ringgit. Lastly, the Penghulu Court can only try criminal charge against person of an Asian race.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Armandani Yaakob. My matric number is H21A2868. Here, I want to present about magistrate court. In the jurisdiction of magistrate courts, it was divided into two. The first is civil jurisdiction. Civil jurisdiction is the total amount of dispute or claims are less than RM100,000. And second is criminal jurisdiction. In the criminal jurisdiction, here all criminal offences which is subject to fine and imprisonment not exceeding 10 years or fine and may sentences not exceeding 5 years imprisonment. Fine not exceeding for RM10,000 and or less 12 times of whipping. So here was the first class magistrate court and the second class magistrate court. The first class of magistrate court has a legitimate qualification as well as greater power. Therefore, the magistrate court has only the power to handle criminal and civil cases, including offences that carry the death penalty, but they are not authorized to sentences to the death. This court also has only deal with offences whose sentences doesn't need exceed 10 years in prison or a fine. I understand that the second class magistrate court is not normally appointed. Therefore, this court has a power to maintain a preliminary investigation on serious charge before being brought to the high courts from the magistrate court and the session courts. However, the civil cases of the value of the total dispute does not exceed for RM35,000 and in this courts has the power to hear and decide appeal from the Penghulu courts.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Atika binti Muhammad Rashid. Matrix number H2182952. I want to explain about the juvenile court. Juvenile court has been set up to deal with criminal offenders below the age of 18. A juvenile court consists of a first-class magistrate with assisted by two law devices, one of whom shall, if practicable, be a woman. The functions of the advisors are to inform and advise the court with respect to any consideration affecting the punishment or other treatment of any child or young person brought before it. Under Section 4 of the Juvenile Codes 1947 revised 1972, the court is conferred jurisdiction to try all offences except those punishable by death.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Zakia binti Rahman and my metric number is #21A2754. I will explain about a session court. Session court is the highest of the subordinates or inferior courts. Its criminal jurisdictions extend to all offences other than offences punishable with death. A session court may pass any sentence allowed by law other than death sentence. For example, in civil jurisdictions. Jurisdiction of civil to try all action and suit of a civil nature where the amount in dispute or value of the subject matters does not exceed 100,000 ringgit Malaysia. However, matters relating to land-specific performance relations of contracts, injunctions, property and administration of estate, divorce, bankruptcy, trust and accounts are excluded from its jurisdictions. Session courts may exercise jurisdiction to hear and determine any action for the recovery of immovable property and for recovery of rents or means, profit or damage, where the money claimed does not exceed 96,000 ringgit Malaysia, or the rent payable in respect of the premises does not exceed the sum of 96,000 ringgit Malaysia per annum. That's all for me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nuarini binti Mama Army. My metric number H2182375. I want to talk about native courts. The native court is partially only to Sabah and Sarawak. In relation to Sarawak, a native is a person who is citizen and is of a race indigenous to Sarawak, such as the Iban, Bidayus, Kelabi and Kayan. In relation to Sabah, a native is a person who is citizen is the child or grandchild of a person, a race indigenous to Sabah, such as Kadazan and Dusun. Previously, the native court also possessed jurisdiction over matters concerning Muslim law. Last, Muslim law in Sabah and Sarawak is now administered by a separate system of Muslim court, the Sharia courts.
Hi, my name is Nur Ayun Najwa binti Zulkifli. My metric number H2182505. Native courts are empowered to try civil and criminal matters, including the cases arising from breach of native law or custom. Second, cases involve land where there is no title by the land office. Third, civil cases excluding land. In Sarawak, there are 3 native courts exercising original jurisdictions. These are the District Native Court, Native Officer and Headman Court.
In conclusion, we can improve our knowledge about Malaysia's judicial system. The 13 states delegate particularly all authority to the federal judicial system because they are federal state. The High Court and the Lower Court divided two distinct parts of the system. We can also learn more about the roles and responsibility in the court system.